Welcome to the Micro Focus Interface Mapping Toolkit demonstration videos. These videos walk you through the process of creating a SOAP web service interface to a native COBOL application, and run from the creation of a Visual Studio project through accessing the COBOL application via the service interface. The Interface Mapping Toolkit feature is available in both Enterprise Developer and Visual COBOL, and works the same in both. These videos were created using Enterprise Developer version 3.0 for Visual Studio, but the concepts and procedures are exactly the same when using an equivalent version of Visual COBOL. In addition to watching these videos, you can also perform the same steps yourself by following the procedure outlined in the series of topics titled Tutorial SOAP Service Interface in the IMTK Tutorials section of your product documentation. Essentially, the concepts behind the Interface Mapping Toolkit are that it enables you to take a native COBOL application and build an interface to that application that enables end users to access specific functionality. This next series of slides shows you a high-level overview of the process. Starting with an empty Enterprise Developer or Visual COBOL project, add a native COBOL application. Create a new service interface and load the application into the IMTK Interface Mapper. Using the Interface Mapper, define the service interface. The new service interface becomes a component of the project. From the Enterprise Developer or Visual COBOL project, deploy the service interface and the COBOL application to Enterprise Server. Again, from the Enterprise Developer or Visual COBOL project, generate a client that can access the service interface. Once all of this is in place and running on the Enterprise server, the client sends data to the service interface. The service interface sends the data to the COBOL application for processing. The sequence then goes in reverse, with the COBOL application sending data back to the service interface, and then the service interface passes the data back to the client. Specifically, this set of videos is divided into 5 parts that take you through the process in detail from start to finish. We recommend that you view them in order. In Part 1, we'll create a new Visual Studio solution configured specifically to support native COBOL applications that run on Enterprise Server. Part 2 takes us through the process of analyzing our native COBOL demonstration application and then loading it into the Interface Mapper, where we'll define a web service interface that uses the SOAP protocol. Next, in Part 3, we'll create and configure a new Enterprise Server instance on which to run both the new service interface and the COBOL application. In Part 4, we'll deploy both the COBOL application and the service interface to the Enterprise Server instance. And finally, in Part 5, we'll generate a WPF client and use it to access and interact with our COBOL application via our new service interface.